functional movement. And so this is how I'm going to go into it. Functional movement is based on childlike movement. So I'm going to approach this as if we were all children, because I wish for you to bring out your inner child and creativity in order to meet our bodies. When we do this, we are far less to struggle, right? When we allow ourselves to be childlike in nature, in our functional movement, we are capable of achieving more. When we are adulting and we approach our bodies, we tend to have far more grit against that which we're trying to achieve, versus allowing ourselves to play, right? So in functional movement, there are some basic things that you're going to want to know and understand, and we're going to cover those things. Those basic things are: when lengthening from a body part, we always have an anchor. There are multitudes of anchors that run to the body. So learning where these anchors are in the body is key, so we may lengthen away from our anchor points. And sometimes we stack our anchors. There are many anchors that we can meet along the way, like little points of attention that when we bring our mind to it, we achieve more from our functional body. The other pieces is our breath, learning how to meet our discomforts and stretching with a breath. And it is all about an expansive breath. Our breath is meant to be breathed at 360 degrees. So we're going to do some work in order to achieve that. We're gonna do different things so that we can actually achieve a 360 degree breath anywhere in our body. Anywhere in our body at any point in time. In an ideal world, we can breathe our whole bodies at 360 degrees simultaneously, which is why identifying the anchor points is so important, because when you do identify the anchor points, you can learn how to stack that breath, and you can learn how to claim your body at 360 degrees from head to foot. Now, another point of attention. So we get the anchor, we have the breath, right? And so now we've talked about these anchor points. All these anchor points are identified as archways. These archways are little building blocks, they're bridges, right? So there's many bridges within our functional body, primarily within the joints. The jointed areas of the body are all archways, diaphragmatic shapes to which the body builds upon each other. But there are also hidden archways. There are other little bridge points that are between the jointed place. So they're within the jointed place, and then you can actually feel a bridge of connection in between the jointed places in the structural body, not just the jointed parts, but in the actual physical body. So like the sides of our body, underneath in the hamstrings. I call it the under booty, right? That little space right underneath the sits bones. There's another archway there. There's archways to stabilize joints, right? There are archways in the neck itself. That's a diaphragmatic shape right here. That's an archway, right? Connecting shoulder to jawbone, right? So there's an archway there. And it's learning how to breathe them and own them, which will give you more functionality in your body, more ease, as well as correct injury. So why do we breathe these points of the body? Because these points of the body are the sacred grid. It is your birthright. It is your birthright. The sacred grid within the body. I refer to as the Christ-lighted grid, because that is what makes us immortal. When we claim the Christ-lighted grid inside of our body, the essence of our soul moves fluidly, right? And the more you own this within yourself, the more radiant of a being you can be, right? The more fluid, the more radiant. You become a beacon of light for all other beings. For now, those are the key parts. There'll be more.